So muggy. Not gonna
which
lie.
is, yeah, it's not
Couple
working.
days.
Not working for me.
No, I'm not a fan. Not a fan.
No, but anyways, we are talking, the Menominee Historic Downtown Farmers Market.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, ma'am. One of my passions. One of my many passions.
One of your
but
many passions.
But one of my passions. For
Oh
sure.
my gosh. So what's happening at the market? You know, there's so many moving parts to it, I guess.
Yeah. So
do you have...
I have a couple updates. So one of our bigger ones that we're working on really hard right now is the music in the park that is part of the farmers market. We've been working diligently on getting sponsors to help with that, to help pay the musicians. And right now we have a good list of sponsors. Right now we have Your Wholesome Life out of Wallace. And then we have the First National Bank and Trust. We have OSMS. We have Chem Design Products. We have Stelheim Chiropractic. And then we also have Upper Great Lakes Family Health and CoVantage Credit Union so far as our sponsors.
Wonderful.
So with each of those sponsors, that then in turn, like I said, will allow us to actually pay musicians to come down. Every other week, we have the opportunity to have paid musicians there.
Right.
And on the opposite week of that, we have open mic that is being ran by Luke. And you can come down to the Thursday, every other Thursday, this week and every other week thereafter. And he's doing open mic from the entire market. So 3 to 7, you just come on down, you sign up, you get a little appreciation token as just for getting up and doing your performance. Last time we had people up there with poetry and art. We had younger generational musicians up there. I seen a very talented young man up there. I never caught his name, but I did see him multiple times up there. And then there was quite a few other people that just kicked in, and we even had a star visit. He doesn't know I've seen this, I don't think, but thank you, Vince Barron, for joining us at Open Mic on the the first Thursday of our market. So he joined us as well as another gentleman from the Shivers. So, we had a little fun with it. They had a little fun with it, and I look forward to that happening more. I've heard of some excited people that are interested in joining the open mic, so that could have a lot of fun. And I also the kids really enjoyed it too, because they got right down and they were playing Farmer in the Dell at the end, and the kids were dancing, and it was so fun. So open mic is a huge attraction, and they had it at the Saturday market last year. However, there was no electricity, so with the Thursday market we have electricity, and so they have a little more options of what they can do. And so, that is our music in the park. Like I said, it's still in the works. This is our first year, so it isn't as big as we would like to see it, but it is the beginning. So we call it our seedling year, and we'll move up and grow from here.
Definitely. I foresee good things coming in the future.
Absolutely. It would give us an earlier start on it. That is a huge thing. Most of our board, including myself, are new to the board. It's a new formed board, and so because of that new formed board, we didn't have as many months in advance to plan like we will next year.
Right. Well, I think you guys are doing okay for just
absolutely. We're very impressed, and thank you to the sponsors that have already stepped up. If there's anyone pending out there that I don't know about, my apologies, but we thank you as well.
Yeah, definitely. Now, this is the one thing I'm excited about.
Okay.
I don't know why. Maybe it's because of the way I grew up, but you are doing a food safety grant.
Correct. So right now, if you've shopped the market either on Thursday or Saturday for this year, you've probably received a punch card. When you receive that punch card, and you get it from any vendor has them, they will give you a punch for your visit, so you don't have to purchase, but for your visit, and then one punch per item. So if you came to, I'm going to use the cream cheese people because they set up next to me. So if you came to the Zindrick Smokehouse and bought their cream cheese, and let's say you bought the 3 a 3-pack of cream cheese, you would get 3 stamps, one for each cream cheese or each purchase, and then an additional for your visit. That's just at that booth. Now you come to my booth and you talk to me, I can punch it. I don't sell anything, but if you listen to me, I will still punch it because I'm an informational table. You go to the lady next to me, who she's selling organic stuff, skincare and stuff like that. If you buy from her, she'll give you that punch for the visit as well as a punch for every purchase. When you fill those cards up, you bring them back to my table, or whoever the market manager, it'd be me on Thursday and Your Wholesome Life on Saturday. And we have a tub that you would drop your card in. Every month we have a drawing, and when that drawing takes place, there is also a demonstration. You'll get a bag and with some goodies in it, but also there will be information on our next drawing is on June 20th. And that'll be right before Father's Day. Michigan State University will be here with some information on canning and freezing, along with some great tools to hand out. And then there will be another one in July and another one in August. So those punch cards will continue throughout the entire season, and we'll have demonstrations once a month. And then as we're on the mic, we will update you on those and how they're going. So when after our next one, when I come in, I will then give you the update of how that went and what our July one will look like.
Definitely, because those, I grew up canning. That's how I was raised. We canned everything.
And it was something that people went away from, but people are coming back to it. People are homesteading, and so it's huge. Even if you don't come down to shop, even if you just come down for the information, it's going to be a huge a draw to people because it is very valuable information.
Oh, for sure, for sure. Now, this is something that I thought was kind of interesting. Seasonal vendors. What is that?
So we have our seasonal vendors, and then we have our daily vendors. So the difference between that is, 1, you sign up for the entire season, or 2, you sign up as more of a drop-in or a daily vendor, which means you won't be at every market or throughout the entire season, but more randomly. So our seasonal vendors right now, as I had previously mentioned, we have a cream cheese smoker, and so we have the Zindrick Smokehouse, who smokes cream cheese. They are a seasonal vendor. We also have Brett Smith out of Green Bay, and then we have Schwitty Farms. We have the Menominee River Roasters. We have Pine and Petal Restorative, and she is the organic skincare and stuff that I was talking about. She's on our Thursday market. Then you have Your Wholesome Life. She also does something very similar, but she also does a lot of other things Your Wholesome Life does. And of course, everyone's approach is different on how they do it, their products, how they get their products, what they do to their products, all of it is different. So very different, but yet along the same lines. Then we have the Omen Zindrick Family Farms, which is part of the Zindrick Smokehouse, but they have 2 identities. So they have the smokehouse, and then they have a garden. So they've had tomato plants so far, and they just brought in their salad bowl, which I just personally bought and ate out of last night. So it's a big pot, multiple types of lettuce. You snip it, it keeps growing. Super awesome. Super awesome.
I need to get one of those.
Like I said, I tried my lettuce last night for the first time. Super impressed.
Oh my gosh.
And so they are a seasonal vendor. Then we have the Love Where You Live, Menominee, Michigan, which is me, as well as BABO, Bay Area Betterment Organization, which is also me. So I am a double table. And then I'm also the market manager on Thursday. So if you're there and you're even just shopping and you have any questions or concerns, please come to the Love Where You Live BABO table, because that's who can help you with them. Then we have Birch Creek Botanicals, and then the last one hasn't joined us yet. They don't start till June 20th, and they are called Peaceful Meadow Farm. So again, another farmer, which is perfect. So those are our seasonal as of yet.
That's a nice.
It is. It is.
Nice
And
variety.
some of them are at both markets. Some of them are at one or the other. So like Zindrick's, Schwitty, Birch Creek, those are at both. And then some of us are at Thursday and some are at Saturday. So you'll just have to follow to see exactly who's at what market. And it does change because, let's say, like last week, the Breadsmith of Green Bay, absolutely a seasonal vendor, but was unable to get here. So therefore, you need to also keep an eye on the weekly post in hopes that we always update it, but in hopes that everybody's there. But that will be the final lineup is the weekly post.
All right.
So, and then we have daily posts, daily people, and there's a whole gamut of them as well.
I can imagine.
And so there are room. We have the vendor application is on the Menominee Historic Downtown Farmers Market website. Okay. That is available. The website is on our Facebook as well. You can click on there. There is a vendor application, anything you need to know about vending with us. You can contact myself. You can contact Lisa Weaver. She is the president. You can contact Lucy. But if you have any questions, we'll be more than happy to help you. Yeah. There is also an informational table. So we talk about our seasonal vendors and we talk about our daily vendors. What we haven't talked about is our community table or our informational table.
I was wondering about the community table.
So like Casa was with us last week. And so what that is we have we've decided that as a board, we will allow 2 community tables for every market for free. If we have more than 2 nonprofits, then you would have to pay for it, and then we would continue to cycle it. Right now, we've never had more than 2 in one market, so they've always been free up until this point. So an informational table is technically free unless those slots are already filled. Then you might have to pay a $10 or a $5. I can't remember right off the top of my head, but there's a small fee. But again, if you had to pay that small fee the next time you joined us, you probably wouldn't have to because you would get it for free. So we're trying to rotate those nonprofits through so that hopefully if they only want to come once or twice, then they only have to pay for. Now, if you're selling things and you're not just promoting, then it's different, and you'd have to get the vendor application.
That's completely different.
Yeah.
So when and where?
Yeah, that's a good question. Girl? When and where?
When and where?
Absolutely. Okay, so I will start with the historic Saturday market, because anybody who knows anything about the Menominee market, that is where the history lies, is on Saturday mornings. The one thing that has changed this year is that instead of being open from 9 to noon, we're open 9 to 1.
Oh, nice.
So there's an additional hour on our Saturdays, and we are located in the parking lot of the Menominee Speech Library, as they have been for many, many years on Saturdays. Thursdays, for the last 2 years, we've been setting up in Swings or Things, which is between the Swings and Things Park and the Legion.
Right.
To give us more space, to give us electricity and some of those other factors, we have moved down to the band shell. So we are on the farthest south end of the band shell or the Marina Park, closest to the Zone building. We have about 1/3 of that park right in there. And again, we have our electricity. And so this week is actually rained out. So I cannot say that we will be there tomorrow, because we will not. But typically on Thursdays, we are there from 3 to 7.
Right.
I am always there early if you are a vendor and you want to set up. If you have any questions and you want to talk, I'm always there early on Thursdays. And then, that's where we are.
Oh.
That's when and where. And then we are running every Saturday and every Thursday, with the exception of one Saturday, which I think is Art for All. Saturday, and then it's one of the Saturdays, and Lucy will probably be mad because I can't remember, so I apologize, but there is a Saturday that we are not doing it. Giant Pumpkin Festival.
Yes.
No, that can't be it.
No?
Because that's in September. And they're already, because they run till October. That's what it is. There is no Saturday market on the Giant Pumpkin Festival, because a lot of our vendors from the Giant Pumpkin Festival are also market vendors. So we close it down for that one. Right. Otherwise, every Saturday and Thursday, Thursdays through the end of August, Saturdays throughout the end of September or the beginning of October, however that falls. And then,
Wow.
Saturdays. Unless rain. That's what I want to add, of course.
If you get rained out.
Of course. And rain, that isn't our problem. If it's just sprinkles, we will set up. It's the lightning and the metal poles and the tents. And
you don't want to
not a safe situation at that point.
Well, why not?
And I don't know. You know, I mean, I told my husband I could just hang out there until it started, but then I got to tear it down. So,
right,
you know, and nobody likes to do that in the pouring rain.
No.
So.
No.
So yeah, tomorrow is canceled. So that's where and when.
Okay.
Like I said, so vendors, whether you're seasonal and you've never heard of us, or you just haven't had, maybe your product isn't available yet,
right.
or whatever the case may be, if you're interested, you still have the opportunity to sign up. We take vendors all year round.
Nice.
So, and that's for daily or seasonal. So
okay.
just like I said, reach out. We'll happily get you that information. And other than that, I don't have. Let me just go through my notes from Miss Lucy.
From Miss Lucy.
Because
you want to make sure.
Yeah.
My goodness, you guys are busy.
I have it all. The only other thing she said was I could talk about me for a minute.
All right.
The only thing I'm going to throw out there real quick is there is an upcoming event on Saturday. It is a first annual community cleanup project that is taking place. We are meeting at 10 a.m. at Veterans Park, and this is through Love Where You Live, Menominee, Michigan. And I do have donations of some bags, some grabbers, pokers, vests, all of that. I encourage, if you have the stuff, to bring it to use so that the people who don't have it can use the donated items. Once we meet at 10 a.m., I look at just kind of dispersing, figuring out how many we have as a group, breaking into smaller groups, and then dispersing throughout town. And then regathering back, I'll collect everything, and then I'm going to have probably my husband remain there the whole time in case you only have an hour and you have to come back before everybody else, and you have a place to come and drop your stuff off. So that is all happening on Saturday if you're not doing anything, and I know there's a lot of other stuff going on, but if you're not doing anything and you want to help give back to the community, it would be a fine opportunity, and I'd love to have you.
Well, you know, I'm sure there's probably kids out there that could use some volunteer
Absolutely.
hours.
I have, yep. I've already answered that question, and so I'm glad you brought that up. I am more than willing to sign off on any community service that you might have that you need to have signed off for, whether it's church, school, legal, whatever that might look like. If you have community service hours that are needed, please bring yourself and help us, and I'll happily sign off on those.
Definitely. Well, what a great program that is, too.
Thank you. And if you don't follow Love Where You Live, Menominee, Michigan, please do. It's kind of a grassroots promotional company, and we will continue to do fun things in the community and promote the local businesses.
Definitely, and you do a good job at it.
Thank you.
All right. Well, lady, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, you guys are just cooking over there.
We are doing the best we can, one day at a time. But we do. We have a great team, you know, with a lot of great ideas. And the one good thing about being a new board is, that's now taking multiple people's ideas and putting them in a pool and making them work. And and it's bless Lucy's soul. She has done an amazing job, as we know, but in order to keep her legacy alive, we have to jump in and start helping her, and that's where we're at. You know, the market alone is historically important to our community, and we need to keep it going, so therefore the best way to do it is the way we're doing it now.
Absolutely. Well, I love that.
Thank
you so much.
Thank you.
All right. Well, everybody, hang tight. We got one more coming up.